SchmutzCast number 9 coming up on double digis.
We're rolling fine, huh?
Double Digimons.
Right there, we almost missed this week. After this close to 10.
We're coming to you live from Tuesday. Normally we record on Sundays. But
we've had a couple Mondays. We never had a Tuesday yet.
Couple Mondays, no Tuesdays till now. But
no Tuesdays.
You know, life happens, huh?
But, you know, your boy is prepared to still get this shit out on Wednesday.
Let's hope and pray.
We're keeping the schedule, and we're coming up on double digits.
What episode is this now?
This is 9.
God damn.
That is 9 weeks in a row because we don't... Well, technically, it's the 10th one that we've put out. Because the deep dive, I didn't number that one.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's technically the 10th one that we've done, counting the Lost Sports Special.
Episode.
So then it would be like 11.
Well,
basically,
we'll call this episode 9.
Yeah, well, there's numbered.
For you all.
Well, on Spotify, you can label it seasons. So we're still in season 1. This is season 1, episode 9.
Okay.
And I'm thinking when we get a new studio set up, then it'll be season 2.
That's
so
cool.
Okay.
We're going to stick with season 1.
That'd be a good break.
So season 1, episode 9.
Episode 9. Wow, it's been a hell of a ride. We'd like to thank the Academy and our parents, of course.
The Academy.
For letting, well, I guess... Maybe not being okay with it, but putting up with us putting this filthy shit on the airwaves.
I told my mom about it the other day, and she was like, "Oh, where can I find it?" I was like, "You don't want to watch
it." Please, Annette, don't.
I was like,
"Don't judge us. We're just joking. We're just joking."
Oh God, I love my mom to death. You all know that, but Jesus, I don't want her watching this.
My mom's watched it.
What did she think of it?
I mean, she thinks I'm a drunk.
She's not wrong.
Actually, she's like, how many times do I have to hear how many beers you drink?
You know,
and I'm like, I'm trying to stop drinking. Like these past 2 days I didn't drink, but like some shit happened in my personal life that like...
you might need a drink now.
Yeah, Here we are. But
I love just how casual the podcast is sometimes.
Well, that's the best part.
Because, like, for those who, haven't tapped in with us personally, we stick to a schedule somewhat when it comes to what we actually talk about on the podcast, to a certain extent.
Last few hasn't been at all.
Yeah, last few, generally...
I feel like the first 3, we kind of dropped down, like, a multitude of ideas.
Sure.
And then we've just kind of easily, like...
filtered
just moved along the line there, like Rocco's Basilisk we were gonna have in like the second fucking episode.
Yeah.
So like,
no, I like
ideas are thrown around.
I like how it feels just like like the viewer must feel like they're just sitting on the couches just along here with us.
They're sitting right in the middle of the long couch.
We should get a fucking mannequin and put viewer on its head, guys, so that way they can just sit right here with us. And we can touch them, and and they can touch us.
Outside of that part, I think that sounded like a beautiful idea. But
well, the viewers touch me every time they listen to the show.
I feel touched.
Thank you, viewers. We feel very touched.
And we just hit what was it? It's
9 episodes.
Like we're almost to 700 listens total, and
wow.
That's on Spotify only. On Spotify, we're close to 700 listens. So like that's
total, we're getting up there, man.
And we're at like 100. And I don't remember this number exactly. It's over 100 of like separate viewers.
Good.
So that's wild.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? What do you all like in us? I'm not gonna lie. Like,
no.
This is what we would.
Funny.
This is like legitimately on God. This is what we would be doing without microphones around.
This is what we've been doing for the last hour before we hit record.
Literally. This podcast is just an extension of our shooting the shit.
Yeah.
It's just we have it filmed and we don't really play on our phones while we talk.
Yeah. Which I like that. 2 hours of like getting away,
Sure, yeah. Well, sometimes I like it. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I do want a distraction from that other one.
Yeah, well, too fucking bad. You're on the ticket. So, we had the idea of a guest for this week, and it fell through.
Oh!
But those things are still coming. Johnny boy, I don't even know what he's doing, to be honest.
If you all have seen John, let us know.
Let us know at 1-800-FUCK-Johnny Will.
Jesus Christ.
Just kidding, John.
We already know
Just
he don't
kidding.
watch the fucking episodes when he misses them.
Well, yeah, he doesn't watch them
I
anyway,
already
so it
gave him
doesn't
shit
matter.
for it on a couple
So-
episodes
It
back.
is what it is. We love you, John.
So
Thanks too.
we had.
This is gonna be the one he watches.
Hey, you guys made fun of me on the podcast. Be like,
Well, fuck yeah, we did.
I mean, if anybody's out, I feel like it's fair game, right? Timberlake, if you're ever out one day and we have to record this, oh Jesus, what are you looking for?
My whole thought was right.
You all see this happens every time.
Every time,
You
every
sit
time.
anywhere with somebody that vapes. How's that for a transition, huh? You know the things that people who vape do, right? They're sitting there, and all of a sudden, it's just. Wait, where is it? Where is it?
me and
Yeah,
Brandon,
so-
me and Brandon's other roommate Ethan. Every time he sees me start patting around the couch, he goes, "You and your fucking alto."
You and your
Every
alto.
single time.
And-
Well, these damned cracks.
Well,
He's
and
like,
then
he's
it
like,
goes-
he's like, how do you lose it that
And
much?
then it goes, if they can't find it, they go.
They
And
stand
then
up.
They stand up, and then it fucking
It drops right on
it hits the floor, and they go. Oh, oh every time.
The worst part is I do that about 5 times a day.
5
And
times
every
a day.
single time it smacks that
5 times
floor,
a day.
my damn cat hauls ass after it.
Well, yeah.
Because if I leave it on the table, he smacks it off every time. And he wants to smack the shit. There was one time I did lose it because he knocked it underneath our coffee table, very similar to this one.
Yeah.
And I didn't think to look there, but he just fucking smacked it under there, and he just can't help himself.
Well, of course, Don is the cat.
Well,
Yeah.
Well, Benny had to
You walking
witness
up
all of
yourself.
us on Saturday.
do what?
Oh.
Benny fucking had to. No, that wasn't Benny.
No, that was-
There's the outside cat.
Terry. That's Terry.
That's Terry.
Yeah, we've got another cat. It's pretty. It doesn't really like people too much. It just likes food, which I guess is fair. I'm kind of the same way sometimes, but
I can't lie. I'm there with him.
Literally none of us have pet Terry, and he's
Well,
been around.
Do you even
5
know
years.
he's a Terry and not a Tisha?
Well, that's what we
Well,
called him a Terry.
Terry's-
It could be a
that's what we-
Terri or Terry.
Oh yeah. So on Saturday, I gotta bring up Saturday because
sure.
was a
we
magnificent
we
day.
went to war, Jordan. We went to war. It was like watching 300 with beer.
It was a
Yeah.
great match.
We
Great match.
we did a beer Olympics over at their place, and we had a scoreboard written up ready to go of all the games we'd play.
Ethan and I put a lot of thought into putting it together. With
It
all
was
the-
really
first-
great.
You are really good.
So a lot of people showed up late or didn't show up at all. Luckily for us, most of those people were on our team. So
That was.
there was 2 massive teams. And by the time we started games, Ethan's team on the right side of the board had maybe 3 or 4 missing. The only people on our team that was there was me, Jordan, and Natalie.
And Richard.
And
he was late. He was
Richard got
late.
there late.
There was someone else that was late. I can't remember. But
There
we
was-
ended up with like 5 by the end of the
Well,
night.
people just started filtering in and out at a certain.
And then the extra people
We
ended
kept-
up on our
show up, they
team.
play 2 games, they go home, new people would replace them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but most of the time that we were playing those games, it was me and Jordan against the fucking world. I don't know how many beers I had to drink just to keep us in contention.
Well,
Like-
I know a lot of people brought their own beer, but Ethan and I bought 90 beers. We bought 90 bushes, and there's a little bit less than 30 left after everything.
So, like,
So I think there was probably about 5 of us, 6 of us pulling from those.
I was pulling from those, and I think I counted around 18 that I
I
drank.
didn't even keep track. I don't want to know how many I had
It
because
was a beer Olympics.
all the damn games that we played that
We played
involved
a lot
like
of fucking
chugging,
games.
like speedball.
Well, we were like the games that we didn't want to play as much. We would be like, okay, who's some other teammates that could play that game in our team?
Yeah.
Nobody.
yeah.
You know, and eventually, like cornhole, I played that with Richard. Unfortunately, Richard had never played cornhole before, and it was so.
oh.
Well, I think he said he'd play it one time. So you know how everybody that
played
hasn't
around
played
it.
cornhole goes and just throws it and it does the flips and stuff. A lot of people do that. I'm not hating on you, Richard. It's just how it is. Like we've been playing cornhole probably since we were fucking like 6, 7 years old, right?
Fucking MLB a cornhole.
So you-
My right.
You.
CLB, baby.
CEO of
A lot of
cornhole
people
right here.
like
Yeah.
a lot of people that play cornhole a lot. They throw it like this. They got it from their hip and they throw it, and it throws kind of like a frisbee, right?
You want a corner to kiss your pocket.
Yeah.
So
You do the
Like
wrist
you're patting
flip.
the butter.
So it's like a frisbee. That's what I thought of it as. So I
That's
said,
what I thought too,
I
yeah.
said to Richard, I said, just throw it like a frisbee, like this,
Oh,
and he
no.
takes it and throws it like
in
the
his
rest of the game. He threw it like
In his
that.
defense,
That's what
that
you
is
told
not
him.
clear. That is how you throw a frisbee.
I know.
In his defense.
That's why I initially was like, oh fuck, I told him wrong, and then he started doing actually okay at
Yeah.
it. So I was like, you know what?
He's
I'm not
an
even gonna
athlete.
change it. He's got it. He's got it.
Good.
He does all them balancing exercises. He can figure it out.
So then, like, we had a bunch of different games, and we played Beer Die. We played Beer Die twice. We won the first one, didn't we?
Yeah.
And then the second one, we were winning by like 5 points. I walk away to take a phone call. I come back, and it's 14-14 tie ball game.
Bummer.
We
Here's
go
the
to
thing.
15, right? I go up there, shake the dice, throw it, dunks right in the fucking cup.
And I bet everybody clapped afterwards.
Oh, we went crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Jordan laid on the ground and then got up, pulled his shirt off, and went.
Are you all shitting me?
We were white trash that
We're
night.
not out there when
I
that
mean, I was there. I saw it. I didn't see that.
No,
That was
we-
my
no lies
favorite
were
part.
told.
I wish I would.
Hey, you gotta understand, beer diet.
Is a hard fucking game.
It's a reactionary
Yeah,
game, and
well,
you're
I
used to.
tried
It needs.
play. I
If you got
tried
two
to play,
players,
and you all
If it-
wouldn't let me.
Hitting
You all wouldn't let me.
the cup is goddamn impossible.
it's very
You're
difficult.
throwing a dice 10 feet in the air and trying to pin it through a mouse hole. Duh.
Yeah,
Didn't it
it was
get
hard.
the cup got hit on me twice? Didn't it?
Did it?
I know it did
One on
once.
yourself.
You can hit it even once. I'm impressed. I'll be honest.
That's right. That's
One
what it
was on
'Cause
yourself.
I think
Does
it
that
was. It
count?
might have been before you got there.
Well, I was.
Well, he ended up chugging it, I think.
I did,
I was gonna say,
but
well, I was the ref, so it would have been.
it
my
didn't
turn.
count for the points. But I still had to down the cup.
Oh, that's a great rule.
Yeah. But no, because before you got there, whenever it wasn't counting for points, like on the actual like full thing,
They didn't even chug the cup that I dunked it on.
They didn't.
No, because I went to clear the table for Survivor Flip Cup, and both of their cups were still full. I was like, I dunked it in there. Chug it.
Dude, I'll tell you
that's
what,
not good.
Survivor Flip Cup was fun as shit. I actually really liked that game a lot.
It was really fun until you voted me out,
Dude, wait, who did I
voted
vote you
you.
out instead of voting out?
Richard.
Rashard ended up tearing that shit up.
Richard was doing well.
He was making it first try.
I know.
every single
I know
time.
Richard was doing better than me, but man,
He's just hurt.
Well, also it was drinking a shot of beer and not a full beer. So beer drinking is not really like a skill part of that game.
It's more about the flip.
So
It's more about the flip.
I can understand
It's
it.
more about the flip. It's in the flip.
The game that I did shit on everybody in was Titty Cup.
I didn't play that at all.
Oh,
What was that even called?
Chesty.
Chesty?
Chesty.
I just kept calling it Titty Cup. I was
I
drunk.
like Titty Cup better.
I don't know.
I maybe missed twice.
What?
In 2 games, I missed twice. I just kept dunking it. Bro, these
Oh,
titties
wait,
don't lie,
with
bro.
your-
With my
your-
chest,
with
with
your
my
chest?
breasts.
Oh my god.
With your chest.
That's Titty Cup.
That's Titty Cup.
Wow.
And there was women playing and they didn't do as good as me, bro. These motherfuckers don't lie, bro.
Bro, you're a grown man.
For those that don't know, this is basically beer pong, but you have to bounce it off of your partner's chest into a cup, and there's only 3 cups instead of
Well, you have to
10.
bounce it off the table, then
yeah,
on their
off the
chest,
table.
and then it has to go in the cup. So it's partially on the thrower's hand to get it like in this area.
Hit them in the numbers.
Hit them in the numbers, you know, and
Yup,
then
yup.
it's my decision to figure out how I'm gonna work the titties to get it in the cup, you know. And I didn't
So
miss.
what would you do? Would you squeeze and try and funnel?
Well, there's sometimes it hit you in the collarbone, and then you catch it in the collarbone. You kind of let it
Give
ride.
It's a live demonstration, right?
You give it a little ride down to the cup, and
Okay,
boom, boom,
sure.
boom.
Sure.
This is what you miss if you listen on Spotify. Watch the video.
No,
Watch,
we have video
watch.
on Spotify.
Oh,
We
it is?
do.
Oh shit! I thought it was just audio on Spotify. My
No,
bad.
I discovered it the other day because normally I just listen because I don't really watch too many audio podcasts anymore.
Me
at this
either.
point. But I love.
I was trying to decide whether to continue doing that. The latest episode, I didn't do it on it.
What?
But I want,
Oh, for
like,
Spotify?
I need a little feedback, viewers. Do you all want the video on Spotify, or would you rather it just be audio?
Let us
Because I
honestly, for Spotify,
would do either one.
Most of the podcasts I listen to are just audio only at this point for Spotify. At least.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's a plus to have the video or
I
a minus,
don't know.
because I will say it probably makes your battery go down a little faster.
Oh, it for sure does.
Yeah.
But
I wonder if it does when you have the phone closed, though. Because most of the time when I'm listening to podcasts, the screen's on.
Well, also, it would be kind of nice because then we could just drive that viewership right to our YouTube.
If you want the video version, you got to go to YouTube. Yeah.
Subscribe.
Speaking of, my Twitch is now not going to be a thing anymore.
Goodbye, Twitch.
We're moving to YouTube, baby.
Fuck
That's
Twitch.
going to be where I stream from now on.
We stand YouTube.
I did not know that was news to me.
Twitch made some bad decisions. They've made their creators' cuts now 50-50 with Twitch. So 50% of what you make on Twitch now goes to Twitch.
What it used to be.
70-30.
Oh.
And that is what
big
YouTube
jump.
is.
Didn't they do
That is a large
something
jump.
with gambling too?
Oh, Twitch has been caught with gambling shit all the time.
Well, what
Plus,
is-
Twitch
I
allows
saw-
fucking women to just get naked on Twitch.
Well, what's wrong?
Well, okay, there's nothing wrong
That
with
means
that.
why don't we get naked on Twitch?
No, nudity, fine with me, fine with, and I want to speak on this topic here in a second.
Sure, let's
but
talk about
but with Twitch, it's because they have banned people in the past for stupid shit, but then they have a strict policy on no nudity. I don't know how much nudity I've seen on Twitch. It just front page.
For sure.
Like, so at least keep your policies right. Like, I'm not giving OnlyFans shit for letting them live stream on OnlyFans.
Sure.
Do it.
Oh,
I hope you make a fucking boatload of money. But, like, on Twitch, it's not towards the creators that are with the nudity. It's the Twitch platform itself picking and choosing what policies they want to back, you know?
Fair. Also,
YouTube does some of the same shit, though. But YouTube gives you more profit.
Not to the same extent. With the
YouTube almost goes a little too far on the banning.
Yeah.
And then, like, I think Instagram's a little too far. I think there should be... Twitter does it the best. If you want to find nudity, drugs, there's videos of people dying on Twitter.
Wow.
Like...
I mean, they've calmed it down significantly in the last couple of years. But
you haven't gone to the comments of Freddie Gibbs' fucking posts?
No. There's still, just filthy things on that app.
Filthy.
Which I do.
But you have to go to the corners of the site to do that.
You gotta find them.
2016, 2015, it was just everywhere.
But it was never recommended to you. Nothing filthy was ever recommended.
No. You just happened your way into it.
Yeah, if it's
Because
people that
that's
you follow.
Because everything was filthy.
Did you all see that one? I think he was a Republican congressman or something, and his likes on Twitter were filled with blacked.com clips.
That happened to Ted Cruz.
Did that happen to Ted Cruz too?
yeah.
I was thinking of somebody else.
It was I think it was a video of like a girl. I can't remember if it was a girl or a guy, but it was like stepdaughter watches mom and stepson fuck or something, and it was just, I think it was the stepdaughter was just like fucking getting off while watching from outside the room. Creepy shit.
It was in Ted Cruz's likes.
Yeah. Which I don't want to shame.
I can't. Well, it's not like we like the guy, but we're not,
I'm not
shaming him about it.
I know we don't get political here, but I don't give a fuck. I don't like Ted Cruz. I think he's an asshole. But I don't think he should be shamed for his porn preferences, but he just forgot to switch his accounts, It happens.
You can shame him for a lot of things.
Do I think it's hilarious?
It's fucking phenomenally funny.
There might be a little, switch hitting videos. Maybe if we go to one of his other accounts, who knows? I'm just putting it out.
Yeah,
but
and I think that if his followers had a problem with that, then that's a problem with your followers.
That's a problem with them, and I don't want to shame him for it. I don't want to shame him.
Yeah, I mean,
But is it funny?
It's hilarious.
Yes.
It is
hilarious.
Yes.
So what I did think about the other day is just a broad topic, and I'm serious about this. Like, I'm not even joking.
Sure,
it's probably going to make you laugh, just me bringing it up.
Put it out there.
Nudity, right?
Okay.
So, like, I understand that everybody in society understands, like, nudity kind of thing. You don't want to have it in front of kids.
Yeah.
Like, some people say it's weird, right? So how did, as a society, we turned, I think that in a way kind of created body shaming, being against nudity in any form is like a really weird thing to me. Like, because, like, Okay.
It's like every beach should be a naked beach.
Well,
Nude beach
no,
is
I'm
for
saying
everybody.
like it's a double standard on a lot of stuff. Like, why is it okay that men's nipples can show and not women's? I
Completely.
like, and they get judged if they wear a shirt and not a bra under it. Like, that's stupid.
I agree.
Like, you all look at me at that party the other day. My shirt, my high beams went on, and people were laughing. It's funny.
I thought you were going to talk about your pits.
Oh, my pits were sweating too.
Oh, okay.
But like,
It was hot during the
so
day.
why?
During the day, yeah.
Like, and it's not even like a
Hold on,
political
take
conversation.
Take a drink of your beer first. Wet the lips.
Yeah.
Wet the lips. Let him get it.
So like, it is weird to me how as a society we've come to that. I know like some religions have an idea of what, like, so Christianity says that like once she ate the apple or something, then they were ashamed of their nakedness.
Yeah, they covered themselves with leaves.
So outside of a religious perspective, I just don't understand how as a race or like the human race.
I mean, for most of at least written history, it was considered just absolutely improper for women to show their skin amongst common society.
But
I mean,
warriors could come back from war and just
Yeah.
fucking come butt ass naked and just walk in the creek and just wash off.
we had different values.
It's just weird, man.
It's nuts.
We're the only species that like requires a coat, you know? Like
Dolphins don't wear pants.
I've never seen a dolphin with pants.
No.
Wouldn't it just kind of be like a sleeve? A dolphin sleeve?
And would it still have? Well, I guess it would have holes at the end for its little,
Yeah.
flippers.
Well,
Kind of like
you know, to
tidy
end
whities.
this conversation, we here at SchmutzCast, we respect the shit out of sex workers. If that's how you make your money, you make your money, you know.
I mean, a hard pivot, but we do.
That's not a hard pivot. I was talking about nudity.
Wait, but then you switch. Well, fuck it. We do.
It was like a slight turn to another slight turn.
The GPS just rerouted a little.
Well, there's
But we got
men
to
and
the
women.
intended
There's
direction.
men and women that get like
Destination.
they get like judged of how they make their income. Like
Yeah. Oh, dude.
like
Oh,
there's
yeah.
some of those OnlyFans people that don't even show nudity making millions.
Absolutely.
It's
Good on
baffling.
them,
It's
bro.
crazy how
I wish I
much
could
money
put a
they make off that
bikini
shit.
on and make millions, bro.
I bet you do.
You actually might.
I never tried.
How much have you been thinking about this lately?
I don't know, bro. I just know there's a lot of money in it. A
Well,
lot of money in it.
for some girls, but I don't know if you
Not
the
this
prettiest
girl.
at the prom.
Not
tonight.
this
I'm
girl.
Sorry.
But you know,
I'm sorry, buddy.
there's a lot of things in human history that have become things in society that is just kind of odd.
Sure.
I think
I got an example. You know, like literally we have the months July and August because Augustus, like the first real emperor of Rome, just redid the fucking calendar and inserted August for Augustus and Julius for July. We had 10
isn't that
months-
is it
had 10
called?
months before that.
This is the Gregorian calendar.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. So like, I think I saw Neil deGrasse Tyson say it's like we have like 400 more years of leap years, and then there's no more leap years. Then the calendar is fully corrected, and it's a perfect calendar.
Cool.
So
The
I don't know
calendar
how
was
that
Mad
works.
fucked up when Augustus redid it. It was mad fucked up.
Speaking of Neil deGrasse Tyson,
Sure.
there was something I saw that he said that really fucked me up.
Really?
So if you took the Earth and shrunk it down to the size of a cue ball for a pool, it would be smoother than any cue ball manufactured.
Oh, because it's
Yeah.
so well. It's just like
Because in scale, the mountains don't mean a whole lot when you scale it down that far.
right.
You know?
Well, it's like when you get a big picture and make it smaller, it looks cleaner.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. I never
I thought that was
about
kind of
it.
neat. I thought it was kind of neat because like you don't think about that.
No.
Well, see, I believe that too because I remember whenever we went to Colorado not too long ago, we went up one of like the big mountains, and like you stand up there and you look out, and it doesn't look like we were looking across Colorado, so it was hilly and shit, and like, but like it doesn't. If you are that high up, it doesn't look that hilly at all. Obviously, when you're down there, like it's so, it's obviously not smooth at all. But whenever you're that high, it doesn't look anything. It doesn't look like anything. Even if you're in a plane, like it doesn't. It looks like it would be that like smooth. It doesn't look like it would be that rough terrain.
So I don't know, that shit's just fucking crazy. Like, there's so many things. So, like, NASA just was that today or yesterday?
Oh, with the launch where they crashed the spaceship.
It's
into the meteor.
so weird
Wait,
how that is. Asteroid.
I didn't see that.
They crashed either a rocket or a spaceship of some sort into a asteroid, which was like a huge thing, and like you see the videos of everybody in the control center clapping. They're like so hyped. It's so weird. Why'd they crash it into it? Why'd they fucking slam it?
Was it to reroute it?
Yeah, well, it's just as a test, right? They're just testing our ability to, because if you
divert asteroids.
Yeah, because if it's far enough away, right, just the fucking slightest correction is all we would need to give it for it to miss Earth. So that's what we're trying here. Now, this one wouldn't have came close to Earth. They're just testing to see what kind of course correction it makes after being smacked with this rocket, which admittedly the rocket was fairly tiny when you look at the size of it, but it'll be interesting to see what kind of course correction actually gets made, because tiny changes in space have massive consequences.
Like, what about this asteroid though? Was it like a large asteroid, or was it almost like
it's quite large,
a smaller one where they could scale it up for a bigger one? It was just a test.
I don't know. I mean, it's not like fucking like the size of a moon or anything.
Right.
I think, I mean, it was a reasonably.
I don't know. I can't give you specifics.
Yeah, I thought it was really
So,
cool, though.
do you think if in the future, say an asteroid is on the way, beeline for Earth, big motherfucker, and they have a way to divert it, but they don't know if it will for sure.
Yeah.
Do you think they'd tell the public that it's coming?
Absolutely.
You think they would?
I don't think they would.
I don't think they would.
I think it would leak. Something like that.
It may leak, but leaks aren't always believed.
I don't think the general public would care one way or the other.
I think they go fucking batshit crazy.
I don't know.
Most people would be like,
if an asteroid's coming and it's going to be here in 48 hours, and it's either they divert it or we die, I'm not going to work the next 2 days.
Well, I think
fuck that.
I think it would be phrased in a specific way. If they release it to the general public, they would be like, "Oh, there's an asteroid coming." I think they would probably kind of stretch the truth a little bit, saying like,
"Oh, sure,
like there's not going to cause damage," I don't know, like all that, to keep it from causing hysteria like that. To where like if it's like this is going to cause crazy damage if we don't get it diverted, like this.
I think they just made a movie about this.
I'm pretty sure they did.
Made a couple
I think it was like was it Brad Pitt?
Was it the Don't Look Up movie?
Well, yeah.
Was that what that was about? I didn't watch.
What
that
was
movie.
it called?
Don't
Look Up. Yes, Don't Look Up. That's what it was.
Leo.
It was DiCaprio, not Brad Pitt.
It was
right?
DiCaprio.
Or was Brad Pitt in the movie?
I think it was DiCaprio. I think it was DiCaprio, and I think Jonah Hill. I think Jonah Hill was in it.
Yeah, no.
And then Sam from Game of Thrones.
What?
Yeah, he's in it. He's one of the.
I never saw it. I read about the concept.
I saw a trailer for it. I never watched it.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's a neat concept, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, honestly, what would you all want to know? Would you all personally want to know? I would.
Because if it's going to be my last couple days, I'm going buck wild, baby.
See, I don't
think I'd go wild.
I think I'm going to go
I'd be
fucking
pretty
wild.
depressed, honestly.
Well, I would fight the depression of only having 48 hours to live. I would go fucking just get plastered.
What?
Just go get plastered and go do shit.
I'd
you got 48 hours. Go live it up.
I'd be day drinking.
Tweaking while I'm dying. Fuck that.
Imagine being plastered, blackout drunk, and you look up and the asteroid's coming. It's gonna kill us in like 2 minutes, and you're like, "Oh, that's fucking wild."
What? Nah, you only die once. I want to be sober.
I'd probably watch it.
You only die once.
Would you watch it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd watch it. Yeah, for sure.
Watch it impact.
Yeah, for sure.
I probably would.
Probably be like hysterically laughing and crying at the same time.
Yeah, I mean,
This is how it ends.
It's it's so crazy. Morbidity is like
it's nuts. I mean, I feel like if there were any asteroids headed here, we probably would have known about them by now because they track that shit.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, who knows? We could have a massive, we could have a coronal mass ejection from the sun like tomorrow that just takes all the power grids out.
Mm-hmm.
You never know.
Something I always think about is there's like just fucking like stray planets in the universe that just kind of fly around, and every once in a while they will get into solar systems and crash into other planets.
Mm-hmm.
So that was always a passing thought to me, like in the back of my head, is like, what if one just comes by and just smokes Earth, and it just
That would be wild.
just no one expects it coming or anything.
This is a little off topic, but not really. So, like, there's a movie called Oblivion. Have you all seen that with Tom Cruise? It's my favorite Tom Cruise movie.
What's it about? Because I think I might.
So, Earth is evacuated. Like, I don't remember exactly what happens to Earth. I think it'd be a spoiler anyways. But Earth is like...
So long, bro. Fuck it.
Earth is like gone. It's there. No humans live on it. So they send Tom Cruise and a group of other people to go like check it out, kind of thing. See if humans can go back. And there's some crazy shit that happens. It's like Tom Cruise finds a clone of himself, and then the movie starts going fucking crazy. It's fucking good. It's so good.
What would you all do if you were like at the mall one day? You know, you're holding hands with your girl, and you know, y'all come out. You know, you hit Auntie Anne's, Victoria's Secret. You know, you're in the Foot Locker, and you look over.
You're being the awkward guy in Victoria's Secret, being like, nice ceiling.
You look over.
These perfumes are nice.
The perfumes.
Nice perfumes, ladies.
You know, you got to get her something. You're at the mall, and you know, you're in Foot Locker, and you look over, and it's a fucking clone of yourself with a clone of your girl.
I would question things.
What would you do? Would you fight them? Would you talk to them?
I would totally talk to them. Why would you fight them?
Why?
I was gonna say you just jump.
Just go straight to fucking slobber knocker?
Scissor kick him in the back of the head.
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, if it was a clone of me, would I fuck myself?
No, not just a clone of you, but a clone of your girl too. You go up and you're like, "Hey, want to switch?"
I mean, what would be the difference then if they're clones?
Well, they're different.
Technically nothing.
They live different lives.
Have they though?
They could have.
Whoa.
It seems like a Jordan Peele movie.
All right, Jordan Peele. If you make that movie, we want some fucking money, baby.
Clones are interesting. I like
some
the
First thought in my head would be, am I actually the clone?
Oh.
You know?
Oh my God.
Like,
that would throw me into straight
what if I am the
existentialism.
clone?
Like,
And it was just all like place memories or something, or like.
Oh, yeah,
you know?
Dissociative breakdown would definitely.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it would just be really hard to comprehend seeing a walking version of yourself that's not you.
What if they didn't recognize you as looking like them?
What if they try and fight you?
Oh.
Or they try and fuck you?
So,
They just go up and start hitting on you.
They're like, hey, sexy.
So,
Damn, your hand.
You're good.
need to watch this movie together. I think Jordan would like it, and I even think you would like it.
Oblivion?
Like, my dad told me it was a horror movie, but it's not a horror movie. It's a suspense movie. It's like a mind bender. No, not a different movie now. Different movie.
Oh, I thought
It's,
you were talking about Oblivion.
I can't remember the name of the movie. It starts with a C, but I'll give you a description. So they go and have these group of friends. They kind of act like us in a way, and they take their wives and they all get together for this eclipse that's supposed to happen. It's like an eclipse that only happens every, couple thousand years or whatever. Mm-hmm. And they're like, the power's going to go out for, a second.
Grown-ups.
That's what
you got it. The power goes out for a second, and then you're gonna be fine. And then, like, you can walk outside and look at it. It's cool looking. It looks like an asteroid.
Sure.
So they do it. The power goes out, and they go outside. They're like, "Oh, we gotta look at this." They go back inside, and then, like, somebody knocks on the door or something, and then leaves a note or something. And they said, okay, before they found the note, they said, we need to go find a flashlight because the power went out again. And they're like, we can't see shit. So we'll go ask the neighbors. It looks like they have power. We'll go talk to the neighbors. So two guys go talk to the neighbors. And it takes them forever to come back. And that's when they hear the knock on the door after those two guys are gone. And it has a note on it. And it says something. I'm not going to give it away. It'll spoil some stuff. But then those two guys come back, and they're like, "Did you get the flashlights?" And they were like, "No." Like, they wouldn't open the door. Like, we just knocked a bunch of times. We ended up leaving a note on their door. And then they're like, "Wait, you just left that on our door?" And they're like, "No, we just walked across the street." And it's like a paradox, like parallel universe type of shit. Nice. And it's going on at all times. Like, I want to watch this together so fucking bad.
Is it kind of whatever that one movie was that we watched, the time travel movie? Is it kind of like that type?
It's a mind fuck like that.
Jumper?
Yeah. Eventually,
no.
It's
called.
No, it's
because I thought whenever he was describing,
we talked about it on the podcast. It's Predestination.
Predestination, yeah.
So this movie, in one of the parts, they get these glow sticks that they had for the party, and they're like, somebody gets an idea that the people at that house are the same people that are in this house. So they're like, we'll get glow sticks so we know the difference between everybody.
Yeah.
Like, those people are us in a different fucking parallel universe. So we need to get these glow sticks so we know which one is staying. And, like, there's so much shit that goes on. Like, there's this one girl that hates her fucking life, and she's like, maybe the me on the other side has a better fucking better life. So she goes over there and tries to fucking kill her and swap spots. Like, it's such a crazy fucking movie, bro. I watched it, and Megan was, like, taking a nap on the couch. I was like, I'll give this movie a shot, and if I fall asleep, I was gonna nap anyways. I was glued to the fucking TV.
So is it kind of like a smaller name movie, like?
Yeah, it's not a. It was in theaters, but I don't know if it was in theaters around here because I never heard of it. It was.
I'm curious if you remember the name.
It was just as good as Predestination. It didn't have as wild of an ending. You kind of predicted it by then, but there's so many twists and turns during the movie that, like, the ending is like, that's not any crazier than any other twist. Yeah. But, like, do you all ever think when you're watching, like, Rick and Morty and shit? Okay. I haven't watched the last 2 seasons of Rick and Morty. I think
they're good. I think they're really good.
I think I'm past it, bro.
There was just a new episode that just got released.
I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
The Rick and Morty, like,
I think
the fan base of Rick and Morty is like some of the most toxic fucking people, bro.
I love it.
All stuff like that normally is.
That's like it's so fucking toxic. But and that's not why I haven't watched it. It's just I'm watching other shit. Mm-hmm. But, like, when I watch shit like Rick and Morty, I think about that kind of stuff. Like, even though it's a comedy show, you kind of think about it like, what if? Like, what if there's a bunch of fucking versions of you somewhere?
What if?
Like, the fucking infinite universes theory type shit where, like, there's a universe where I snap right now, there's a universe where I snap multiple times, there's a universe where I don't ever snap at all.
Right.
And just even those little minute changes. So there's, like, just an infinite amount of possibilities.
Sure.
Like, there's a real Batman out there somewhere in one of those infinite universes.
Maybe.
Well, if there's infinite universes, that means everything exists at the same time.
Right. But we could be living in one of those infinite universes where there's not an infinite universe.
Well, in the infinite universe theory, everybody's in the infinite universe. It's an infinite universe.
That's the infinite universe that never heard of the infinite universe.
Exactly.
You sound like a shill.
Well,
Infinite universe.
I hate to get so damn deep on it, but, like, it's just weird to think about that kind of stuff.
Is.
Like, because you think even mortality. When you think about your mortality,
sure.
Like,
don't we all ponder from time to time?
Like we are a really fragile fucking species. Really fragile.
One slip in the shower.
A fucking bacteria going up your nose could kill you.
Take a swim in a lake in Texas and you die on the way home. Sheesh.
It's a very volatile species.
Well.
But you know what's not a volatile species? Tigers. Like Joe Exotic's tigers.
Oh, back on the fucking Joe Exotic.
Hey, you're on Cheaters and fucking Jersey Shore. I'm on Tiger King.
All day.
Fucking
I was planning on watching it when I got home
I was about to say,
Tiger
when was the last
King,
time you
dog.
watched Jersey Shore?
last night.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Would you watch it after I went to bed?
Yeah,
Dude,
I only watched one episode.
football
I'm trying
season
the
has been
whole thing.
halting a lot of TV shows. Really,
football season has a
It
hole
has
in me right
been
now.
hot.
But, dude, another thing that's got a hole in me
How
right
about,
now. Huh?
Oh well, hold that thought. Aaron Rodgers, bro,
Oh, dude, our offense is terrible. But our defense is strong.
man got the bag.
Our defense is strong. The Packers' defense is only getting better.
Do you think that's the last meeting of Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers?
Unless they play in the playoffs. Because there's a good chance of...
So if they play in the playoffs, what round of the playoffs would they play in? I mean, I guess we don't know now.
I was
but,
going to say,
like,
the seeding, we don't know what's going to be right now.
but you would be... No, but you have it by divisions to draw.
Yeah, but you could
So-
also be in the first week and be like the fourth best record of the division winners. Or like the Packers
Okay,
might
yeah,
snag one of the
there.
three.
Yeah, there's so much season left.
Yeah,
It
like
is-
it
is hard
could
to
it could
tell.
literally be anything. Either of them could end up snagging the first round bye. Like it could be anything.
I don't know if the Bengals make the playoffs, man.
It's wild.
Not the way they're looking. They look
No,
like
they
shit.
look
I really
like-
hate that too.
And I love the Bengals, man. It's my mom's favorite team.
What
I'll
about,
always love the Bengals when I can.
What's his name? Cooper.
Cooper Cup?
No, not Cooper Cup. Who's Dak Prescott's?
Oh, Cooper Rush.
Cooper Rush. Man's showing out.
Old boy's about to
Yeah,
take Dak's
man,
job.
He is
Yeah,
doing just
Dak.
He's about to
fine.
take Wack's job, dude.
Whack is done,
He
bro.
has been waxing Dak. And
You're
Jerry
telling me
Jones-
Jerry Jones ain't seeing
Jerry
that?
Jones- no, Jerry Jones came out and said he's full in favor of a quarterback controversy. And that's the smartest thing that motherfucker has said in 5 years.
Well, yeah, get rid of Dak. Open
Dude.
up some fucking cap
And they need
space.
to get rid of McCarthy while they're at it. And you know what? Just fire Jerry Jones' son too. Why not? Fuck you, Steve.
We were watching the halftime show or pregame show or something for one of the games on Sunday, and Jason Garrett's on the desk. He's one of the desk people now,
Clown.
and he the entire time, anytime Jason Garrett would say something, Brandon would be like, "Shut the fuck up, you piece of shit!" Like he'd be getting so mad.
He's a fucking
He'd be like,
bozo, bro.
"Well, first of all, it does make no sense why he would go to broadcasting because
clown.
Jason Garrett's a
He was
weird guy.
terrible head coach.
He was never known to be. He was
He
a
doesn't have the greatest voice
If
for
they
it.
need
No,
a
and-
commentary about going 8-8 for 3 years in a row, then he can deliver that just fine. But otherwise,
Jason Garrett was a puppet. Jason
and
Garrett
then
was
he
a
went to the Giants.
soul
I
puppet.
was like, bro, you fucking snake.
He wasn't the head
Snake.
coach though, was he? Wasn't he like the OC or
I wish
something
he
like
would have
that?
been the head coach, so he would have been able to flame out fucking twice.
Was he the OC though?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, which he did a piss poor job there too.
Well, Giants actually aren't too bad this year though. Or wait, did the Cowboys beat the Giants last night? I didn't watch the
Cowboys
game.
did beat the Giants.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, thank goodness.
I said Giants were kind of on a roll for a second. They were either 1-1 or 2-0. I can't remember.
Well,
I know they won week 1.
Eli Manning retired, and so did their chances of doing anything.
You don't trust Danny Dimes, bro?
No. I don't.
Not Danny Dimes.
Sorry, Danny.
I saw a bunch of shit today, though. The AFC South is full of a bunch of stinker teams coming into the season, like the Jags and the Colts and the Texans.
Jags, bro.
Those 3 teams, or it was not. It wasn't the Texans. It was the Titans.
Yeah.
Those 3 teams played all AFC West teams, supposedly the best division in football. 3-0 for the AFC South.
Oh, yeah.
Beat
whoop.
all the AFC West teams: the Chiefs, the Raiders, the Chargers. It's crazy, and I can't remember who won the Sunday night game. Did San Francisco end up winning that game?
I can check it.
Against,
Broncos.
I
oh,
don't remember. I
goodness. It
didn't
was
watch
a
that one.
snoozer of a game.
Yeah, I just went to bed. It was such a
Look it
boring
up,
game.
look it up for us. It was a snoozer, though.
How about them Jags, though?
Honestly,
Oh,
they shut out the Colts and then they they fucking beat the Chargers, arguably one of the best teams in football.
How about it, though?
I love it.
I love that shit. Who are you saying? San Francisco?
The
and-
Sunday night game, yeah. San Francisco and
it
Denver.
was, yeah, week 3. Yeah, Denver won by 1.
Really?
What was the score? 10-11.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Jesus
It was, I
Christ.
stayed up watching it,
Jesus Christ.
I wasted my time. It was so
Dude,
sloppy.
that's worse than the Packers in the Bucs game.
Yeah, it was a defensive battle.
I didn't think anything could beat 14-12, but then if it's 11-10,
Yeah, no,
it's
wonder
even
if
worse.
I also wonder if that score got me if that was happening.
Well,
I feel like
so
that's
you
even
had
more likely.
The Jags
11?
fucking blistering LA this week.
Yep.
You had
Thank goodness.
I'm looking for, where is it? I'm looking for the score here.
What was the Buffalo game?
Green Bay and Tampa Bay. Did you all see Aaron Rodgers saying about the Jumbotron?
No.
He said sometimes they be putting stuff on the Jumbotron they
Oh.
shouldn't be putting up there.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
like, it's not my fault for looking. I'm like, he ain't wrong. I mean,
I was really pissed about the whole delay game thing.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
don't get me wrong, he does do that a lot. Like all veteran quarterbacks will do it
Yeah.
like slightly after it hits
Yeah.
zero. They just need a fucking horn to go off. Like I don't understand how they can't have just
Well,
like
the
a
ref has to look at the clock and then look at the ball and
Yeah.
if it snaps. So it's an extra half second they get.
it's 2022.
yeah.
They
Get a horn.
invented horns.
See, I kinda
So long ago.
I kind of like the sloppiness.
I hate it. Like that was terrible.
Football shouldn't be static.
Well, it makes it way more intense, I'll say, because that situation, I feel like it happens a lot.
Yeah.
Well, the first one where they scored the touchdown, it was definitely a delayed game. Not so much as the 2-point conversion. The 2-point conversion was like a solid half second, full second after it hit zero. The first one, it was one of the ones where like it definitely hit zero, but it didn't get called. Like it was where they had to look back at the ball. But I just do not understand why they won't just implement some type of buzzer.
Okay,
Like,
but in slow-mo camera, that's how they usually review it. In slow-mo camera, will it pick up
they usually don't
the
review
horn
it.
like that?
The horn?
Yeah. Does a slow-mo camera pick up a horn like that?
Well, they never review.
Yeah, they don't
delay
review
games.
for delayed games. And also, most of the time, like a delayed game would be called before a review would ever. Like if the play's already gone, they're not going to call a delayed game if the play's already ran.
Yeah.
In a situation like that, I feel like, especially that one, I feel like wouldn't slow-mo help a little bit?
Well, I mean, they did do like replays of it where like they had the clock on the screen along with like as you're hiking the ball, but so like
Once the ball's out, it's fair game for the most part.
yeah, if they don't throw the flag, but I don't know, it is what it is. Did you see one of the Packers receivers after he scored the touchdown run to the sideline just throw up a shit ton?
No.
Yeah,
Who did it? Who did
Alan Lazard, number 13.
Oh,
like
that's
it was,
funny.
I'm pretty sure it was the first touchdown of the game.
Really?
He celebrated and hit all of his shit in the end zone. Then they had the camera on him as he came to the sideline. He just bends down and just starts fucking hurling.
Oh,
He got the boof on the sideline.
I mean, they did say it was like 94 degrees, and they were in those dark ass green jerseys. But
Did Tampa Bay or Green Bay have the favor, Vegas's favor in there?
Tampa,
Tampa had the favor?
yeah, they were only like a 1 point.
I was going to say,
Favorite.
like, it had to been really fucking close.
It was supposed to be close.
I would have assumed. I mean, everybody overhypes Aaron Rodgers every year.
Oh, I can't lie. I was talking to Ethan. Dude,
just tried to sneak his way right past.
No. I'm about to not disagree with you because I was telling Ethan, he was like, hey, who should I bet on this game? I was like, Tampa.
You know how many people probably make money off of Aaron Rodgers with bets every fucking year? Because, I mean, he gets favor in games that you're like, why?
Why?
Yeah.
Just because his name is Aaron Rodgers?
I thought coming into that game, I thought the Packers were gonna get the shit kicked out of them. The way that they've been playing, like I figured they were gonna get the shit beat out.
Yeah,
of
they
them,
haven't had a
but-
strong start.
Mm-mm.
And really, that game wasn't that strong for
I mean,
them.
yeah, we beat the shit out of the Bears, but like they're the Bears.
The Bears.
But get the shit kicked out of us by the Vikings. I figured we're
Da
gonna go
Bears.
down to Tampa,
What was
95 degree, 14-12.
Well, not bad.
It was a boring game to watch if you're a neutral fan, but I probably would have not kept watching that if it was.
I tried to watch as much as I could. I had fucking house shit going on and a whole bunch of screwiness going, but I had the scores going up on my phone. But I did watch the Green Bay Tampa Bay game.
Nice.
That was one I wanted to watch because I honestly thought Brady would kick the shit out of.
Hey, Tom Brady can
Packers,
suck
but-
my dick, dude. I hate Tom Brady.
I don't know why everybody says they hate Tom Brady.
I mean, I think he's a pretentious douchebag.
But he's the GOAT. I mean,
I don't
he's the
think.
GOAT.
I don't think
the
he's that
GOAT.
good.
He's won
You don't think he's
7
the GOAT?
Super Bowls with 2 different teams.
You don't think he's the GOAT?
He has-
No.
Who is in contention
I
against
think
him?
Aaron Rodgers is a more talented quarterback than Tom Brady.
Whoa. We're not talking talent. We're talking.
I'm talking
GOAT.
We're
talent.
talking the GOAT.
Talent.
If Tom Brady had Bill Belichick's
Okay.
offenses and
Like
a
pure
top 3
actual-
defense every single year, yeah,
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers is going to have 7 Super Bowls as well.
Nah.
Yes.
He doesn't though.
Nah.
Well, he doesn't.
He had plenty of chances, bro.
I mean, talent. You can
Talent.
say anything you want about talent. You could say that, there's players in basketball that are more talented than LeBron James is. I would say Ja Morant is naturally more talented than LeBron James. LeBron James is the GOAT, and he is a better basketball player. I think Ja Morant is more talented in his ball playing.
Just naturally.
He's naturally gifted. I think LeBron James is
LeBron's
naturally
more
gifted.
athletically gifted than Ja is, though. LeBron's an athletic specimen.
I understand. So it's hard to compare things.
It's a subjective subject.
Yes.
It's subjective.
Because it's football, it's basketball.
Yeah.
But when talent is majorly judged on winning. I mean,
Yep. As are most things.
and if he
football.
I mean,
isn't-
how many times did Tom Brady fucking flub in the playoffs?
He didn't.
He doesn't. He doesn't do that.
He doesn't. He's not like I think Aaron Rodgers is a great player.
I think he's a great quarterback. I really do.
Crucify me for this, but he's a fucking choker. Every time they get in the
Mega
he
choke.
disappears.
Mega choke.
Nah.
And the rest
Bro,
of the
he
team
chokes in the
around
playoffs.
It's the rest
so
of
hard.
the team for the most part.
Oh,
last year,
no.
Last year he played terrible in the playoffs. He played bad in the playoffs last
He
year.
got shat on.
That was the only year where it wasn't like one specific thing, like with special teams or defense allowing a shit ton of yards.
Well, y'all
How you
Special
going to blame
teams-
special teams for your
special
playoff
teams,
loss?
their playoff loss last year, it genuinely was.
Special
terrible.
teams has fucked us
It
so
was
many
awful.
times.
It was
There
so
was
bad.
there was one year we were in the NFC Championship. I think it was like 2015 or something like that against Seattle. It was in Seattle. We were beating the shit out of them. Russell Wilson threw 4 interceptions. Second half, they start coming back. They do an onside kick. This dude, Brandon Bostic, he jumps up to catch the ball. He goes, and it hits him in the forehead, knocks it straight into the recovery squad for the Seahawks, and they get it back, and they win.
Jesus, yeah.
Special teams, special teams.
I don't know, man. Because you also have to put it on some of the regular season to put him in that situation, and I would say
sure.
that
And
Aaron
Rodgers
Rodgers
is a
Wait, what?
great regular
has-
season quarterback.
Wait, what's the regular season have to do with
how
it?
they get picked for the playoffs.
Yeah.
Oh,
but-
well, yeah, I'm pretty sure that
Like
year
their
they were
standings
like,
for the playoffs.
yeah, sure.
And yeah,
like a
Aaron
3
Rodgers
that year or something
usually
like that.
goes pretty hard in the paint in the regular season.
Yeah,
but that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like,
MVPs in the regular
if he
season,
goes
nothing.
110% ham in the regular season and then goes like 30% like a fucking dog in the playoffs, how can you tell me he's more talented than Tom fucking
Because
Brady?
Aaron Rodgers is a dog.
I mean, Tom Brady.
He's a Shih Tzu.
Listen, like
Dude.
I don't like Tom Brady.
As a
but
person, no, I don't like
the
him.
only other one I could see compete with him is like Joe Montana, or I mean, like it would have to be somebody else who has more Super Bowls than one, like Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning's up there. I just don't like the Colts. I've never liked
See, I
the
don't
Colts.
mind the Colts.
I just don't like the Colts.
I was kind of root for the Colts.
I never root for the Colts.
If
I
Aaron
root
Rodgers
against the
leaves
Colts.
The Packers. Eventually, he goes to another team and gets a Super Bowl with them. That'll do a lot for me for his legacy.
That would do a lot
I
for
know
me
it
for
would. I
my
know
my
your soul.
despair for
You would
for
probably-
living life.
Would you swap teams? Are you following A. Rodgers? You're Green Bay
He's
through and through.
Tried and true cheese.
No.
Whatever.
I made
There you go.
that full decision when it really looked like he was going to be leaving the Packers, because there was that one summer, like maybe like a year or two
had
ago,
to
where
make that tough decision.
everyone really thought he was leaving.
Oh.
So many people were asking me, they're like, so still a Green Bay fan, huh? Or you gonna follow Aaron Rodgers? I was like, I don't know yet. I really thought about it, and I was like, I'm sticking with Green Bay.
But you're such a Rodgers stan.
But
I'm really not. He's not even my favorite player. He's like
Green Bay.
He's like my 10th favorite player on the Packers, if I'm being honest.
So you're telling me, with that statement being said, you still think Aaron Rodgers is more talented than Tom Brady?
Yeah.
You can't argue.
You aren't going to convince me otherwise, because Tom Brady just can't do anything outside the pocket. He just throws the ball.
Okay.
Don't most quarterbacks?
I mean, that's kind of the thing they do.
He doesn't create plays. He does
create plays. Did you ever see him and Randy Moss fucking play together?
I just looked at some compilations the other day.
That's the best quarterback wide receiver combo, that 2007 season.
Well, it was. I looked at a compilation that was 07, 08, 09.
What was it? 23 touchdowns that Moss had in that one season? That's fucking nuts.
The man would split and
they
go,
only played
dude.
16 games. I don't even know. Did he play? He might not have even played all 16.
That man straight booking down the field, bro. He book.
And then
Randy Moss, one of the best.
You can't hate on a quarterback
Randy Moss, he's right though. Randy Moss is amazing.
Okay, so are you going to hate on a point guard that just makes hellaciously good passes but isn't a
Basketball's
great scorer?
different.
Well, okay.
What about one player can carry a basketball team?
Like Peyton Rodgers,
disagree.
or not Peyton Rodgers.
You disagree with that?
Yeah.
Wait, what? Hold on.
Look what LeBron does. He went to LA and completely turned that entire team around.
Yes, but there's only so much one player can do.
There's more people on one side of the football field than there is on an entire basketball court on both teams.
I understand that. Yeah.
There's way more people doing shit together on a football field than there is in...
I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
Much more team.
I get it. But what I'm saying is because that's his lane, he stays in the pocket, but he's good at that. The team plays around that.
Yeah.
They are built to play around, make that fucking pocket solid as steel. You know?
That's their play style, yeah.
They made their playbook around it, and it works.
Well, he's also had a lot better coaching, too.
Yeah.
Having fucking Belichick's offense.
Bill Belichick is
okay, then you'd say that, okay, I'm going to compare basketball again. God, never mind. I'm going to forget his name, and then it ruins the point.
Fuck it.
The Miami Heat coach from
Eric
Spoelstra. Eric Spoelstra. Shitty-ass coach. But he had LeBron on his team.
Andy
so
Wade
he got
and Bruce Bosh.
A shit ton of rings.
Well,
was it that year?
Not one, not two, not three.
I'm telling you, dude, you can't compare it to basketball because they had three guys. Yeah. Was that whenever they had Chris Bosh and D Wade as well?
Yeah. And one basket
they had Goran Dragic too, didn't they?
No,
or was that a different year?
No,
they had
different.
James.
I didn't pay that close attention to NBA back then.
No, Mike Miller.
Mike
Miller, Birdman. Udonis Haslem, he's been there since the 1930s.
Yeah. The Heatles was a fun team. I cried when they beat the Pacers in the playoffs that one year.
So they had three of the best players in the league, and then you can just carry a team with that many players in basketball.
And, okay, this is a conversation I had with Joe the other day. I don't understand how everybody says that was like a triple threat with LeBron, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. Chris Bosh was not that fucking good.
Dude, at his peak, he was great in Toronto.
He was great.
He was
great, but he was not even top 15 best players in the league.
He's number 3 in that 3, don't get me wrong, but he's still probably one of the better players at his position. And
in the entire league?
He was top 5.
Maybe not, but
league for his position.
No,
he would have been above average. He would have been above average for the position.
At that time, you had a ton. At that time, you had
Dwight
Tim
Howard,
Duncan. You had Dwight Howard. You had Blake Griffin.
Blake Griffin was
that was at his peak. That was at his peak at the Clippers.
What year was that? 2008, 2009, something
no, it was like.
What was the year Blake jumped over the
2010, 2011, maybe?
Really, I was thinking it was longer ago than that. For some
no,
reason.
because 07, I'm pretty sure he was definitely still with the Cavs.
Yeah,
he was still with the Cavs.
He definitely was.
I'm having issues
because he was still playing with Ilgauskas. I think Rasheed Wallace was on one of those teams. one of those Cavs teams. But anyway, I mean, like a coach in pro sports, I don't think a coach really means fucking jack dick, bro.
What?
In basketball, I don't think it does.
I don't
In
think it does in
soccer, I don't think
basketball.
it does.
In football, it does
Football-
a whole lot. It's a whole culture.
The offensive
Well, yeah, they
coordinator
call-
matters. The defensive coordinator matters. The head
Special
coach
teams
matters.
coordinator matters.
Okay,
Special
they're
teams
writing up
matters
the
a
plays.
lot.
They're writing up the plays, and
Well,
they're
they're
calling the plays.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's
and
not
that's
even
because the
happening in
people on the field can't think for themselves at that time. They're in the fucking game,
Sure.
right?
Well, it's a stop and start kind of thing. It's
Yeah.
like chess almost, but with real people.
Yeah.
So a coach, yes, it is helpful.
Right.
But like a coach, I don't think makes a team.
For bat.
Makes a culture.
I don't think a good coach
It does.
can make
Look at the
shitty
Jaguars.
players
Look
be
at the
good.
Jaguars. Example number one.
It makes a culture.
The Jags have some good players. Like, come on.
but with
Well, look
Urban
at 'em
Meyer-
last year. Look
Exactly.
at 'em
Look
last
last
year.
year to this year. Urban Meyer to
I can't remember who the coach is.
Peterson.
Doug Peterson. That's
Doug
right.
Peterson.
Yeah, I forgot he was there.
Yeah,
now.
yeah. They said he changed the whole culture, and look at them, 3-0. Just
Did you see how they came out on night one? Game one, they're coming out and they're running to the field. Game's about to start, and they're like doing a slight little jog. He's like, a quarterback goes, "All right, let's have some fun, boys. Let's do this."
Yeah.
And they're like super quiet and chill, and then they just like jog their way on the field. Usually they're like, "Let's go," like headbutting helmets and shit. And these guys were like,
culture.
"Let's go out and have some fun." I'm like, that's the most Jags thing I've ever.
That's Doug
fucking-
Peterson's
Doug
offense.
Peterson's offense. He said,
Cool, calm, and collected.
Go out there, have some fun.
Let's go have some fun.
It's
Throw
like the
some
little
balls, baby.
leagues when you're going out there and your coach knows that you're going to get slaughtered by this like travel team, and they're like, just go out there and have some fun.
Have some fun, kid.
Just go field the ball.
It's just like practice.
Just like practice.
Little league, man. I never did that shit.
I loved it.
I did it like
Was
2
fun?
years.
Was it fun?
We never
I
did
didn't like it.
the paid shit though, like the travel ball and all that. I never did that.
I wish I did
I'm not-
that with basketball and soccer. I wish I would have done that. That would have been fun.
Soccer would have been fun.
Okay, I just didn't want to be like. Never mind. Like I don't know. There's a lot of people that did like some travel ball shit in all sports. Not calling anybody specifically out, but even at other schools, like in travel ball, it was always like once they got out of travel ball, went to high school sports. Then they thought like they're working to play college ball. Like all of them thought
well,
that
yeah.
shit. They're like, all right, we're gonna play through this.
that.
Fuck academics. We're gonna go play college ball.
Smart.
And then end up playing at the local college that's like 20 minutes away. You know?
You know, it is what it is. High school too.
And you can't say and the funny thing is you can't say I singled anybody out because that happened to like so many fucking people from our age group.
It is what it is.
Hey, but they played college sports. I didn't play college sports. Good on you. Good on you.
You know,
I hope that did great things for you.
Only thing I played in college was the skin flute. I don't know about that noise, bro. I was cracking a joke, not making a fucking like a grapefruit.
You
technique
just did
noise.
that, but you just did it.
Yeah, but I was doing it after you did it. You over here, you showed off the grapefruit.
Follower,
technique,
bro. Follower.
Of course.
I gotta say,
Yeah.
I miss the old Kanye. Straight from his goals, Kanye.
I still think it's fucking hilarious that on Life of Pablo he put a skit of him just rapping about how people want the old Kanye back.
It was clever.
So Kanye.
It was so unappreciated by me when it first came out. I was like,
You didn't
Kanye.
like that?
No,
What?
I still don't like it.
What?
It's funny, but
I
like,
thought it was
okay,
a great interview.
it's funny, but like when you think about Kanye, like
Hilarious.
Kanye doesn't think it's as funny as he thinks that it is serious. Like,
It's hilarious. I feel like Kanye knows it's funny. That's why he had to have known like Silver Surfer intermission
Yeah,
was
well,
hilarious.
yeah.
People made memes of that on
Easy,
Reddit.
easy.
Easy.
Well, the rumor mill has started that Kanye, I mean, the rumor mill's going around on everybody. What Kanye, Frank, people are talking about that. Honestly, Nevermind was like just a mixtape to go
Oh, I
for
forgot about
Drake's.
that
I still love
one.
it.
I thought it was great.
Everybody hated it
Everybody
at first.
hated the Jersey Club song with the
Yeah, I loved that.
It was fantastic.
And then what's the one that's like overnight? That shit is so good. It's so good.
Now Jordan, on the other hand,
hated it.
This man hates Drake. Professional Drake hater, actually.
I wouldn't say professional Drake hater. I just don't like his music very much.
I want you to look up at that middleman right there. That middleman right there.
I get why people like it, but it's just not for me.
None of Drake's music?
I mean,
man ain't listen to Views.
I'm sure if I took a dive, and
nothing was the
listened to
same.
stuff,
Maybe, probably nothing
I'm
was
sure
the
if
same.
I took a dive and like listened to a bunch of albums all the way through, I would find songs that I like.
You don't even
but
like when he's like, just hold on, I'm coming home.
that song's not bad, but it's just not
Started
really.
from the
That
bottom.
man was fucking spitting on Nothing Was the Same.
Oh my god!
He said,
Watch me.
eyes closed, just swang. I was like, oh my god.
The intro track, Tuscan Leather, 3 different beats.
Yeah, no, that was fantastic.
Oh.
That third beat was giving me chills.
And he says in it, he said how much this man made off the intro. That's crazy, bro.
His intros are always fantastic.
Fantastic.
You got,
He never misses on intro tracks.
Over my dead body. Like, bro, I butchered that last note, but fucking.
My favorite
Over My
intro
Dead
track,
Body is
though.
amazing. It's,
Keep the family close.
woo!
All of my
Boy,
let's just be friends. Friends I don't have anymore.
That
Bro.
song made me sweat the first time.
I remember-
I'll never forget it.
It was my senior year when that shit came out. It was like a couple weeks before graduation, and Ryan came over. We stayed up till midnight. We listened to it. I remember I ended up on the floor fucking deep breathing. Like, I could not handle it, bro.
Couldn't, bro.
Sent
Keep
that boy
the
into
family
cardiac
close.
arrest.
In the I won't dox her, but the teacher that would touch our hair.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was in her class when I listened to it, and I was like, fuck this class.
Yeah.
Like, this class is a wash today. It's like, Drake's on.
Drake's on, honey.
And I had it downloaded in a folder on my phone. I didn't know the actual like titles of any of the tracks, and it was.
That's how we did it. I didn't look at my phone for
Some of it was,
a
like,
fucking hour.
Well, yeah, because I like doing that with albums, you know. Sometimes.
Yeah. Pretty much every time nowadays.
Yeah,
Like that, like when we listened to the fucking Kendrick album, like that album specifically, I didn't know when songs started and ended.
It literally was so good, y'all. I threw my back out listening.
He did. He threw his back out listening to it for the first time.
OOC for 2 weeks because of this motherfucking album. And I don't regret it. I bought a back brace. Had me walking around like an old man.
It was insane.
His ass came out to the living room one day and just takes off his back brace and he's like, "Oh, Kendrick fucked me up."
Bro, that Kendrick Lamar was no joke.
I'm serious.
No
like
joke, bro.
we were out there
Tweaking.
chilling, and then midnight hits, and we're like, nobody ever gets it at midnight on the dot. And like never, not anymore. It's not a thing. And we were just outside getting some air, and like, fucking, he's like, you know what? We might as well look. So I get on my phone and I look, and I'm like, it's there. And then we came right in, fucking listened to it, barely said a single word to each other for like the length of the album.
More guttural noises.
Yeah, just like, ugh. The man.
Sound like E40.
I'm trying to keep my balance. I'm staying strong.
Bro, this motherfucker.
Stop playing with me before I turn you to a song.
I choose me, I'm sorry.
Bro.
I was like,
Yo.
oh, dude, and then we cry together.
Oh my god, the first time.
The beat drops and she goes, fuck you, motherfucker. and I look at Timberlake, I'm like, I'm like, nah, bro, he's not doing it. I think that was the one where I snapped my back in half.
Bro, it was crazy.
Just the turn, the audible, and then, oh, what's the ending thing that he said? Doggy style, then she get on top. He switches it
I'ma
to where
fuck
yeah,
you.
he goes, fucking. I was like,
This is
wow.
the wildest
Like,
piece
wow.
of art I've
It's
ever heard.
great. I thought it was. I don't think you were too big of a fan of that. song.
I was
Well,
I was
is it a
pretty
song?
selective out of the entire
I would say
album.
it's a song.
It,
You didn't save any songs from
No, I
that
was
album?
selective. I saved like
Oh.
he like,
six songs.
N95, that's an all-time Kendrick
Yeah.
classic.
That was
now,
one of the
bro.
ones I saved. Yeah.
You out of
And then-
pocket.
after that, Worldwide Steppers comes
Oh,
on. bro.
I'm a killer, he's a killer, she's a killer, bitch.
It just sounds like it should be playing in the ride in Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory when he's like, "There's no way of possibly knowing which way the winds are blowing." Like, fuck that. Just play Worldwide Steppers.
And then the fucking sample of the viral video, he's like, yo, what the fuck?
It was so hard, bro.
That
So hard.
there's one part that I remember I almost went through that fucking door.
Which part?
I slammed that door. I was like, oh my god. I'm trying to remember what it was.
Your parents. Oh god.
I think it's Savior when it says, do you want to know how to get there?
Yeah.
That shit, I was like, yo, this is the fucking craziest shit I've ever heard in my life.
It means bad, bro.
Then watch us in the streets.
Yeah, fucking.
Bro, we need to do a deep dive just on fucking Mr. Morale, bro. Like,
It'd be tempting.
I mean, we wouldn't get copyright hit because, like, I've seen plenty of people do, like, reviews where they do damn near a minute and a half of each song.
Yeah.
Show it. Like, we would just show, like, a little bit and then just, like, maybe 10 seconds, 15 seconds of our favorite part.
Yeah.
Like, we would listen to the way they do it on the Turning the Tables thing is they,
I love turning.
yeah. They just listen to the songs and then snippet things out so that you're not playing the whole damn song on YouTube.
Right.
I think that would be awesome to do that with. We could do it with views since you haven't listened to views, or we could do
He
it.
hates Drake. Well, he could.
He
I was
could
gonna say,
get into those two albums.
I think there's a 50-50 chance there would be songs. Like I said, I've never listened to a Drake album all the way through.
Maybe he'd
so,
be like me and like more life.
You really should listen to Nothing Was the Same. Fuck with honestly, you start with Take Care.
We'll see if I listen to that.
Because Take Care, I
That
feel
has
like-
Marvin's Room, bro.
We'll see. We'll
Do you
see.
want to make him cry?
bro. That is
I wanna cry.
Before Frank was doing his shit,
Bro, Marvin's Room is such a crazy song.
it is insane.
It's
And plus, there's like 3 or 4
So
songs
sad.
that like would go that are like sister songs to
that
Marvin's
album's only
Room.
so good because The Weeknd.
Yeah, I mean,
Stole like half the album from The Weeknd, which
Yeah.
is fair. I mean, it's you got to do what you got to do, and it sounded great. And honestly, Drake took that style to a place The Weeknd could have never.
the mixture of like melodic singing and
Yeah.
rap, nobody does it like Drake does.
I mean, after 808, something had to come next,
Yeah,
and it was that sort of like Take Care kind of lame.
Kanye does it, and I really like it. But like Drake's actually a good singer.
Yeah.
Kanye objectively is not a good singer.
Kanye's king.
He's getting
Around
better. He's
that
getting
time-
better.
Around that time, Kanye himself, he was like, no, I can't sing.
Yeah, and like he's worked on it and he's gotten a little better, but I could not listen to an entirely Kanye singing album.
Really?
No, I could not do it. I could not do it. It's got to have
That-
bars in between
That
for it
era
to
of
work for
Kanye,
me.
I would not have been able to listen to that.
Really?
That would have been rough.
What era?
Like of 808s and stuff, of him just only singing.
He didn't just sing in
Wait,
I'm saying
808s.
if it was only singing.
Oh.
Oh.
I was gonna say.
I like
bars in
808s.
808s instead of rapping.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Near.
yeah, for sure.
That.
Bro, the intro track on that may be my favorite.
Heartbreak.
No,
no,
it's Say You Will.
Well,
That
Welcome
the
to
first
Heartbreak.
time I listened to Say You Will, dude, I was like, what the fuck is this? Because that was when I was younger and I loved Graduation, and like I still bumped Graduation a ton when 808s came out, and then I listened to Say You Will. I had just discovered Kanye with Graduation. I was like, this is fucking weird. This is different, and I loved it.
It was so different for the time, and you can hear, like when you listen to the coldest winter. And he's like, you can hear his fucking voice breaking, like
Goodbye, my
because he's talking
friend.
about his mom,
Will
and
I
his fucking
ever
fiance.
love again?
And it's like you can just hear he just wanted to do something so fucking off the wall. He just had so much to get off his chest.
I think the way he delivered it, he delivered a super fucking sad album, but it's not like cry type music.
No,
it's like he's straight up working through his demons
like
type shit.
RoboCop sounds so happy,
Yeah,
but it's such a sad song, bro.
baddest girl I ever seen.
Yeah. Well, okay, some sound kind of sad.
Yeah,
That one sounds really. That would. First time I ever heard
Pinocchio
that song,
story though. I mean, Pinocchio story.
That song is fucked up. There's
It's
a
so
whole,
weird.
I could have a whole podcast episode just about that song. Honestly,
Well, give us the hot points.
to me, that's like might be the most like influential song on 808s for Kanye's
How?
career.
Really?
Because it perfectly encapsulates to me. I don't know. Have you heard? You
Out
haven't
of this
heard
jail.
Pinocchio's story, have you? It was like
Well, which
on 808s.
It's a live version.
Yeah,
There's
well,
no studio
there's no
version.
studio
was it?
version.
Were we talking about being a real boy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to be a real boy. Wait,
No, yeah. I know what song
yeah,
you're
yeah,
talking
yeah. So for me, that's like the perfect encapsulation of Kanye's career because he's on the stage, right? And he's just fucking pouring his heart out. He's screaming it, literally.
Mhm.
He's like, I just want to be a real boy. He's like, he wants that childhood he never had, you know? And all these people, they're just screaming at him to play more hits. They don't give a fuck about anything he's saying because they can't sing along with it. And you can just hear for however long it is. And literally, I think it was Beyonce told him, was the one that convinced him to keep it on the album. Because she heard it. And she
Thank
was
God
like,
for Beyonce.
She heard it and she was like, this is like heartbreaking, you know?
Is that the outro track?
Yeah, it is.
That's what I thought.
And that's what makes it hit even harder because he spends, you know, this whole clean cut, mechanical sounding album with him just crying over it with auto-tune.
I feel
And
like
then you go to this live version and it just sounds so raw and none of those people give a fuck about him. They just want him to dance on
Yeah.
stage and he's like, just listen to me. You know, that's all he's saying in that song to me. Is he's just saying,
It works for
just
that.
shut the fuck up and let me be a real boy.
if it wasn't for money, I bet Kanye would have made a lot more songs for 808.
Who knows?
808s
He made
like
that
that.
entire album in like 3 weeks.
It
Well-
feels like there's a couple songs that were made when he first thought up the concept, when he was actually like sad.
Yeah.
And then the rest of them was like kind of sad stories, but
Well,
like
no. Like
modern
him and
new
Jeff
beats.
Basker, I'm pretty sure. I think his name is Jeff Basker. They had done some like pre-production, but then he just dead ass flew everybody to Hawaii because that was how he got the idea for the Twisted Fantasy sessions was because of 808s. Because he flew everybody to Hawaii for like a month, and that's where they did the majority of the album.
For 808s?
Yeah, for 808s too. It wasn't just Twisted Fantasy. Because Twisted Fantasy, that was like an operation out there. They had the signs in the studio. You all ever seen those? That Kanye had in the studio. One was like no premarital sex. One was no acoustic guitar.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it was hilarious.
What the fuck?
Everybody had to wear black tie, like dress clothes. I think it was like
For what session? The
They were
808
like-
session?
no, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Yeah, 808. I don't know those kind of specifics about that, but
Well, Dark Twisted Fantasy is his Magnus,
Yeah, they said it was
magnum opus.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say so.
I mean, that's gonna be forever. That's it. That's my dad going to work for everybody at the
So he
podcast.
didn't just break in.
But that is forever going to be his best album. I don't think he's ever going to top it.
I don't know. I mean, Jay made 444, and it's it's just a couple of years ago, and I think that's his best album from.
In my opinion, it is Jay-Z's best
obviously
album.
the
this one.
Black Album, Blueprint, and Reasonable Doubt all.
Oh yeah, they're all great. Oh, there's a couple stinkers in there. I won't lie. His discography isn't
I mean,
perfect.
Yeah.
I think Magna Carta Holy Grail was probably my least favorite.
I thought you were gonna say most.
No, that is my least favorite of Jay's
You
album.
know I got it.
I love that song.
The song is great.
I think the name itself is fucking hilarious.
And Rick Ross. Bro.
Ricky Rose? Young Renzel?
Young Rizzo, bro. Those were the days. Shit, man.
I don't know, man. I only ever like Rick Ross when he's in features. I think that's. I don't like any of his original stuff. Like, no, listen. Like,
no.
like we were just talking about Dark Twisted Fantasy. Like in the whatever. What song was it?
Monster.
No,
Devil in a New Dress.
Devil in a New Dress.
He murders.
He fucking murders that verse.
He did murk that
I don't
verse.
think any of his own stuff is that hard, like even remotely that close. He absolutely kills the verse he has in Dark Twisted Fantasy, but I don't like. I'm not that big of a fan of any of his original stuff.
I feel like he did not write that verse.
You don't think so?
You don't think he wrote "Getting Tupac Money" twice over?
I think he obviously helped, but that sounds like a Pusha T bar.
Getting Tupac Money twice.
Yuck.
Yeah. You throw a yuck in there, it's
No,
instantly a Pusha
it's
T.
It's such a good song.
His
like
flow was
Kanye's-
definitely
Kanye's,
push.
where he's like, "You ever had sex with a pharaoh? I put the pussy in a sarcophagus." Yuck. That's such a Pusha bar.
Yeah.
And it's
You
no,
think
But the flow is not, though.
You think-
Pusha couldn't have done that shit? Kanye ate that album.
Ate every verse on that
It's like
album.
my favorite album of all time.
Yeah, it's-
but even I can admit it wasn't all written by Kanye.
You like it better than Pablo?
Easily.
Yeah,
Really?
100%.
I like Pablo so much better than any of his
Have you
other
ever
albums.
gone front to back on Dark Twisted Fantasy?
Yeah,
about
So what
Late
albums have you not?
Registration?
Yeah, Late Registration.
his really early ones I haven't listened through, but like all of his later ones I've
You
listened
might
through.
really like Late Registration.
That'll probably be your favorite, to be
that'll
honest.
Mm.
I would say.
Which one's Late Registration?
His second.
The one with the darker cover.
It has so many crazy.
Is that the one with
features.
Stronger on it?
No, that's Graduation.
Graduation.
The one with Touch the Sky with the big yes.
I'm trying to think of what it looked
And
like.
Gold Digger. Like Gold Digger.
Oh,
it's
the one where he's sitting on the bleachers. Or?
No,
Like, have
that's
you-
College Dropout.
It's the bear walking through the
He's
door.
walking through the dark
Oh,
brown
okay,
doors.
Okay, yeah,
So, like,
yeah.
have you heard the song Hey Mama?
I have no idea.
Oh,
Oh,
you would love
There's a good chance I have,
You
but
probably really like that song.
we'll see.
It's one of
I
Kanye's best, in my opinion.
there's a
It's like
chance that I have heard it
top
already,
10
but
Kanye for me.
as much as you
Ooh, I
and
don't know
Ethan
if it'd make
played
top 10.
Kanye stuff at the house, like there's a good chance I have heard it, and I just heard it.
The
in
music
passing.
video for Touch the Sky is awesome too.
Yeah, bro.
That's a dope.
Dude,
ass.
I can't. I hate that song now though. Touch the Sky, because they used to
Walk
play
on
that
the
before
spot looking
basketball
extra fly.
games, and they played it before every single basketball game, every single home game we had.
Yeah.
They played Touch the Sky in the warm-ups for every single home game. So all I can do is relate that to basketball.
That's
So which albums have you not gone front to back in Kanye's discography? I'm just curious. So
he probably,
College Dropout,
College Dropout, Late
Late
Registration.
Registration, Graduation.
I think I have listened to Graduation.
There's a couple, like Stronger is one of my least songs,
I don't
least
like
favorite
I
songs
don't
on
like
that
Stronger.
album. I love it, but I think some of his more creative music is towards the ass end of the album.
Let me double check. I'm pretty sure that I have listened through.
Maybe it's overplayed for me. I don't know.
It has been hella overplayed.
Bro, Good Life. I Wonder.
Okay.
Flashing
that's what I was looking
Lights.
for. Good Life.
Flashing Lights is probably my favorite song on that album.
Dude, I like Good Morning too.
Oh,
That's the
Good morning. Woo.
Dude, I had that as my alarm for a minute.
Bro, then it ruins the song. Fuck
Dude,
that.
that does not ruin songs for me at all. Like,
I think it
ruins for me.
dude, I had Empty from Kevin Abstract as my alarm for years. I can still listen to that song all the way through and still love that song.
That's fine.
Because like the heavy strings in the beginning of that song always woke me up.
Nice.
I need to have I'm in it be my fucking wake up alarm.
Dude, waking up to that would be maybe if you're going to boot camp that way.
It ends it right after.
You know?
Maybe right after it's gonna end right after. Damn, your lips very soft.
Oh. Dude,
Yeezus may be the most fun Kanye album to listen to front to back. You will laugh more than you ever would in any other music, but it's so good.
He's funny.
It's not funny because it's bad. That's the craziest thing about his music. If I laugh at anybody's music, it's usually just a funny bar or something.
Yeah.
He has a ton of funny bars in that album, but some of the funniest shit is just how he puts those beats together. Like, how is that good?
Bro.
How is that good? That should not be good.
Like,
But, like, it's crazy.
I mean, like, Bound to. That song should not
No.
make sense.
Bound 2 is top 3 favorite songs from Kanye for me.
Yeah,
No.
I love that fucking
No.
song, dude.
I-
It's such a good song.
I love it. It's just, Keebler hates this take, but I really don't think Bound 2 fits in Yeezus to me.
Haven't we talked about him in the pod before? We talked.
We
about
have, yeah. We'll skip
Okay,
that. We'll skip that. We talked.
I couldn't remember if that was outside the pod or.
But
That may be the first time that we just went over a topic we've already done. We went through 9 episodes without doing that.
damn, we're good.
I've got to commend us for that one.
Donate,
But there's a reason that
or else
man.
we're gonna start doing the same topics again, you motherfucker.
We're just gonna repeat. We're gonna learn our lines and then say them differently.
Change stances.
We're gonna start performing Shakespeare on here.
That man.
Tuning into a Midsummer Night's Dream.
We just start doing full plays.
Oh my god. For Thanksgiving we should all get pilgrim costumes.
Can I be the turkey?
Nobody say anything. Only if we can stuff you.
Stuff, yeah.
No, I don't mind if you're the turkey.
I don't want to be the turkey anymore.
Oh boy. That's awkward.
Well,
Well, so
we got Halloween
any
first, though.
new music that you all been listening to?
Honestly, no.
Me either.
No.
And it sucks. Like
There's good music out there, but I've been so busy, man.
I mean, I've been busy too, but I've been looking. I've been actively trying to look, and the only things I've found is like hip hop songs turned into not lo-fi, but it's like sleeping songs. Like they just kind of slow down the beat.
Yeah.
Like they did. One of my favorite ones is Stan. Stan really slowed down. It has like rain behind it, and like I fell asleep to that the other night. I
Oh,
was
like what they have in like some of the memes. There's like memes with like the melody from Stan in the background. They're like hella slowed down, and the voice is like really low.
There's no voice in this one.
Oh,
It's just the beat.
Dear Mr.
Oh.
To fall asleep without me.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
So,
That's fun.
I mean, there's the big artists in history. Now that we mentioned Stan, I mean, what
Yeah, man.
some of the artists like? What's the most influential track that Jay-Z had on his career? And not like their first track that got him big, but like
That Jay-Z ever had?
Yeah, like-
99 Problems.
99 Problems. You think that's his most influential song?
December 4.
I would say it's probably 99 Problems. Everybody knows that. You got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one.
HOV.
you mean just like the most well known? Or
No, but like
It's
iconic.
99 Problems.
Like
Iconic.
iconic.
Yeah, it's.
Like one that like
I mean, he created a phrase that will never die. In
Yeah.
human-
ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
99 Problems with a bitch ain't one.
So like
was that even a saying before that
I
song?
don't
Or?
think so. I think.
like Outkast.
Okay.
What's their iconic like? If you mention,
Miss
this is what I'll say. When you mention this artist to somebody, this is the song you'd play if you wanted them to like either love it or know who it is, like that kind of thing. Like what's if you could pick one song that is like basically the label of one of these big artists.
Okay.
Let's go through. I'm going to ask
It's
you all. I'm gonna
Outkast,
ask you
everyone
all.
knows Hey Ya, but like I don't think that's
No,
the
Miss
best song.
Jackson.
Like,
I think would be the iconic
I'd say
song.
either Miss Jackson or Roses. I like Roses a lot. Roses is my favorite Outkast song. That's my favorite Outkast song. But no,
I think Miss
but
Jackson.
Miss Jackson's
is
very
far
good
and away
as well.
my favorite.
Really, that's a very good song as well.
For Kanye,
For Kanye, my
if I
man.
only had one song, I'm gonna show them.
That's a tough one. It's really tough. I mean, I think a lot. 9 times out of 10, you're gonna have to go with Stronger. Yeah.
Yeah. Or Heartless.
Heartless.
I take Heartless over Stronger.
I think.
Heartless is a classic.
I think if you want to encapsulate Kanye as an artist to somebody in one song,
Yeah.
I think it would probably have to be Stronger.
Because it's sampled. Well, I guess they both are samples technically.
Yeah, but like it's an iconic. The
Yeah,
reason
the
that
Daft
same,
Punk sample is just disgusting.
you know, they have. It's just a sample of their song, and if you listen to that beat, the first thing you think of is the Kanye song, not
Yeah.
Daft Punk.
Well,
I love the Daft Punk
No,
song.
I heard the Kanye song before I heard the Daft Punk song.
They're
and
both great.
I
They're
found
both
out-
great and different, but like I think if you play that beat, everybody's gonna say that don't kill me. It only make me stronger.
good, bro.
Whenever I first heard the Daft Punk song, I thought they sampled the Kanye song. And I was like, what?
Work it, do it, makes us stronger. Boom, 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 boom.
You know they mixed Stronger like an unordinary amount of time.
Really?
Like they probably went through at least 20 different engineers
Oh shit!
for one song.
Well, it
I've
turned
heard-
out to be worth it.
I've heard, it's urban legend obviously. I've heard anywhere from 17 to 70 different mixes that Kanye sent and received before he actually like turned it in. Like 70.
Wow.
That is so many. to
I'm
listen
sure
to.
it's probably high, but it doesn't surprise me.
So on your iconic songs, how about Kendrick?
If I had to choose one
Yeah,
for Kendrick,
there's a lot.
Like to show someone that has never heard Kendrick before?
I'm gonna go with to encapsulate their music. If you wanted to show somebody that had never heard hip hop ever, Kendrick Lamar's music, which song would you pick? Like, what encapsulates what Kendrick Lamar's music is?
Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst.
I think in concept, yes.
Right, but it is 12 minutes long with a skit in the middle.
12 minutes long,
Which
skit.
is still, I mean, it's still my favorite Kendrick song.
It's
I mean, that
top
song
5 for me.
I mean,
Promise that you will think
like
about
verse
me.
3, it's fucking heartbreaking. But
I love the mix on that one part of the song where he fades slowly out. He finishes his verse
never
and
fade away. I'll
never fade away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know my fate, and it's just,
beautiful.
yeah.
I think I would probably pick King Kunta.
That was one of the ones I was thinking as well.
Yeah,
I think
that's a good one.
It has enough of a little like groove to it.
It's like one of my favorite
But
bass lines of all
Also,
time.
yeah, Thundercat, bro. He fucking murdered that shit.
What
Thundercat
about,
did a lot of good shit on that album.
I don't know. Maybe there's some unconventional choices. You know, what about like Feel?
Feel.
See, I wasn't thinking anything from Damn. I was thinking like back from like
Damn is his
Mad
most-
City and
Where he's kind of taking them all and putting
Yeah.
them together, right? Well, maybe it's more Mr. Morale. Damn.
No, I would say it's probably Damn. I feel like Mr. Morale started
don't
its
know, I
own thing.
think-
yeah.
I think it
I don't
started
think
its
you can use
whole
anything
new
from
vibe.
Mr. Morale is what makes the answer kind of difficult, just
Yeah.
because if you're trying to encapsulate like everything,
Mr. Morale, that's.
it kind of Damn and Mr. Morale kind of throws a wrench in it.
I mean, United in Grief.
United in Grief. I grieved in.
I don't know.
I think I gotta go with King Kunta. I really
fair.
do. I think
That's fair.
it's the one that if I wanted to like get somebody's mind hinged to Kendrick Lamar and what he does, I think King Kunta.
See, I was almost thinking like Swimming Pools or Money Trees, where he sings a little bit and he raps in it as well.
Swimming
so it kind of
Pools would be up there.
accumulates some other things in there as well.
Money Trees.
I like.
I
Money
think
Trees
his
a lot.
most known song, like if you ask somebody about Kendrick and you show them Swimming Pools, they know it.
Yeah, they
That's
Like
gonna be
that
the
was a
one.
radio hit. It may not have the most plays, but I think more people know swimming pools than they know any other Kendrick song. I really think so.
So many good unconventional, like Shireen, aka Master Splinter's daughter.
Great.
Like,
that's the intro too. Yeah.
Like, bro, with the bass.
I wish I could say You. You's probably my
You.
favorite Kendrick song.
Oh, man.
That's such a good fucking song.
That
but I don't-
shit hits so hard.
Yeah.
You know when Kendrick makes the glass the ice in the whiskey glass sound that it's about to fucking rip your heart apart.
Yeah, facts, man.
Oh, I got one for you. Future.
Future. I know Jordan don't like Future.
Oh, you don't like Future?
I don't have.
Fuck.
Yeah, he
Okay,
don't
then that's a bad one.
I mean, fuck. Man.
You guys talk about it. I just don't really have any input.
On Future, I would think
Roll with. Or Codeine Crazy.
Codeine Crazy's up there, Monster's up there,
March Madness.
March Madness.
And then,
Well, Mask Off would probably be his most listened to,
yeah, oh, for sure.
but
That song's a fucking...
but that is a heater of a song.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think for Future, if I was gonna encapsulate everything he does in one go, I think I may go with something like a. No, I wouldn't pick that. I was gonna say Percocet and Stripper Joint, but that's like one of a kind song. That is one of a kind. He never did a sound like that again, and I hope he never does because it was perfect.
I'm pretty sure Pharrell produced that.
That's so good.
I would love to see a Pharrell and Future collab album
Yeah,
with that, because Uzi and Pharrell had one, but it just never dropped.
I think I would love it for Future. Future on some different beats is always good to me. Like Hendrix.
Love it.
Hendrix was some type of beats that he would never get on before that.
It's best album.
Yeah. Yeah.
The viewers at home. Like,
Hendrix,
like, oh my
far and
God,
away.
When that album came out,
I was a stan. I listened to that motherfucker so many
bought
times.
that shit at Stilger's every weekend for like 3 months straight,
Easily, yeah.
man.
Just
And
the album
afterwards,
ends, run it right back.
Right. Gotta love music, man. Makes living a lot easier.
I want to do one thing with you all
Uh-oh.
one day.
It sounded a little sus.
I want to do one thing with each of you.
What could it be?
Well, I want to have a night where I'll provide the alcohol, the snacks and all.
Wow.
And I'll provide us an evening where we sit down and we blast at least 3 Pink Floyd albums front to back.
I'd enjoy that.
Oh, yeah.
So
that
that
was-
you can hear it front to back. I guarantee there's a good amount of Pink Floyd albums you all have not heard front to back, right?
No. Or, yes, you are correct.
Vast
Yes.
majority probably.
So
Fortunately.
the way to listen to Pink Floyd Pink Floyd is my favorite musical act of all time. It never will be beaten for me. So I think it has a huge influence on the music industry as a whole forever. Like,
Oh, for sure.
like it changed. That band changed
Only
music.
bigger influence a wall ever had, other than with Pink Floyd, was the one Diana had.
Jesus Christ.
So one day,
Should we?
yeah,
Yeah.
let's end it on that.
Yeah.
Poor Diana.
That's a hell of a way to end the pod.
That's
Episode 9, everybody.
Episode 9. Thanks everybody.
Balls to the
Thanks
wall.
everybody.
Balls are to the wall.
Balls are to the wall, and check out the Schmutz Gaming YouTube channel if you're on Spotify. If you're on YouTube, go have it a listen on Spotify.
Don't go to Twitch, though.
Don't go to Twitch. I won't be there.
Walling that one off.
Won't be there. But stream Funhouse on Spotify. You know,
New shit soon. I kind of want to drop something soon.
we should do something like that. I can't wait to hear it. Jordan, your new Red Bull and gummy bears
Might
Got
change
the gummy
again.
bears right there.
might change again.
I don't know.
The life of a creator.
You should make it the love of the Black Forest.
Black Forest with the hand.
The gummy bears, bro.
Oh, I thought
The man never shows up here without a...
Isn't there a thing called Black Forest ham? Whatever.
Whatever.
That is a type of ham. I think it's
So-
from Subway.
Enough with the ham.
Coming soon? Coming soon?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna drop my single, the one that's already all the way done, probably at the end of either beginning or end of November. Haven't decided.
This is something that I will say. Episode 10, we're going to do something special for it. Details coming soon. But after episode 10, we're looking at a hot lineup of guests.
That's right.
Just coming through the holidays. These next 2 months, we're going to have some really fun people on here.
Are we?
Really fun people. We've got a backlog of at least a month to a month and a half of guests.
I'm going to have to look up what that word means.
If you look up backlog and just put 1X in the search bar, guarantee you get some really bad things. This has been SchmutzCast 9. I'm Papa Schmutz. Thanks for sticking with us. See y'all next week. Peace.